All right, happy Sunday, guys. Working on the K5 Blazer, trying to get her all buttoned up. Now we're working on the transfer case shifters. So we have an adapter from a 4L80 to a 205, and this is the difference. I'll go underneath the truck and show you. But this new shifter is supposed to mount on the adapter, but it is right in line with the shift posts on the 205, so there's no real way to make linkage or cable or anything to get it to shift. So the truck factory came with a 208 transfer case, chain driven. So this actually locates it the 6.5 inches forward that we need, and it's going to give us our 6 inches drop. So we'll switch this out with a custom rod, and we'll put Heims on both ends, and we may need to modify this drop arm and reinforcement to get the pushing torque that we need for the 205. So let's hop over here, show you what I'm talking about. So try not to get shadows on here. So the new shifter is supposed to mount to the adapter, which is right in line, and the arm would hang down right here. So there's virtually no linkage that would make that happen. Plus, moving it this far back is going to be into our low car center console. So the factory 208 transfer case, I had a feeling we'd be using it again, so I didn't plate over it. So we'll just cut out that area. The arm's going to drop down and be about right here. So then we'll have full straight on, be about right here. We'll have our straight on pushing into our 205. So we'll get that all mocked up, modified, and sandblasted and painted, and we'll get cracking. Stay tuned. All right, we got the old shifter taken apart, sandblasted back together. Got the boot all taken apart, cleaned up. We'll probably have to get a different boot section, because now instead of it laying like this, it's going to be more vertical, straight up and down, and less shifting movement. But show you inside the truck what we got for this going together. All right, so I came up from the bottom with a pick. Found both four corners. I got a hot knife, cut everything out, located the mounting holes, and got them all hot picked out. So now we can install this back where it was. If we would have mounted it on the adapter, the shifter would have been way back here, and it interfered with our TMI center console. So the old 208 transfer case, this was in 2 high, 4 high, neutral, and then you'd have to spring over and come back and go into low. But now we got a different position, because the 208 transfer case was a chain driven transfer case. Now the 205 is a gear to gear, so it's the exact opposite. So this is going to be 4 high, 2 high, low, or neutral, I'm sorry, and then low. So it's a lot less movement, so the stick is going to be more vertical. So the OEM boot is going to have to stay off, and we'll get a matching textured vinyl boot for the 4-wheel drive shifter. All right, so now we got 4 high, 2 high, neutral, and then all the way forward is low. So this is the range of motion that we're gonna get instead of being all the way like this. So I'll take you down on the bottom, show you how the linkage works. All right, well, underneath the truck, you can see the hole where the adapter is, where the 205 shifter would have been, and it's right in line with the shift linkage. So it would have been almost impossible to put in. So this is the original factory 208 shifter. So we'll drop this back in here. And then we made a shift rod with heims on both sides for the shifting push and pull. So these get little cotter keys. Then made this heim length. This is 6 inches, eyelet to eyelet. Got to get some Stover hardware, but this will just give you the idea of how the new system is going to work. Push from here to here, so we got good leverage for both of our shift arms. Like I said, I got to get some Stovers. This is going to come to get 4 high, but we have all the clearance in the world, so we just got to change the boot up top. And that'll conclude the shifter. Like, subscribe, follow along. Next will be the column shifter.